Welcome to the Deep Dive, where we unpack the nuggets of knowledge from your sources and help you cut through the noise. Today, we're diving into a pretty intense chapter from a listener-submitted French novel excerpt. It's titled Jalousie, which, yeah, means jealousy. So our mission here is to really explore the complexities of a brand new, very intense relationship. We're going to see how these early, like, super strong declarations of love start clashing with outside pressures and, well, some deeply ingrained personal stuff. And that leads to some pretty dramatic moments and some really key conversations about trust.
That's right. This chapter, it really gives us this rich tapestry of emotions, everything from possessiveness and deep insecurity, right alongside genuine affection. And it tracks that challenging journey towards mutual understanding. We'll be looking closely at how internal fears, what other people think, how those constantly test the boundaries of this relationship right from the start.
Okay, let's get into it. So it opens with Abby waking up in Travis Maddox's bed. They've clearly spent the night together. And Travis is like immediately telling her how deep his feelings are. He says, "I love you, Abby," and promises, "I'm going to make you happy, I swear." Very tender, kissing her back, her ear. It's a very intense beginning, isn't it?
It is, yeah. And what's fascinating is how fast Travis establishes this tone.
Oh,
It's affectionate, sure, but also possessive.
yeah.
Almost straight away, right after saying I love you, his phone rings.
And wouldn't you know it, it's another woman, some female voice asking for Travis. Abby answers, she's still in bed, tells a caller, Megan, that Travis is in the shower. And Megan's reaction is just loaded. She says, "I should have known." Hoof.
Right. It's this immediate test. And how Travis handles it is really telling. He takes the phone from Abby, looks at the screen, sees it's Megan, and he tells her straight up, it's different with her, looking right at Abby. Then he really lays it down. "I don't want you to call me anymore." "Yes, that's love." He actually specifies that, looking at Abby. "Yes, with Abby. I'm serious, Megan. Don't call me anymore. Goodbye."
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so he hangs up and then kind of downplays it to Abby, says Megan took it a little badly. He claims he deleted the few numbers I had saved, but then admits that doesn't stop them from calling. He even says if they don't understand on their own, I'll explain things clearly to them. And Abby just says, "I trust you," which feels significant that early on.
It's huge.
Yeah.
This exchange immediately sketches Travis's character for us. Big declarations, setting boundaries with others, definitely. But there's also this hint of a past that requires such aggressive pruning, let's say. And Abby's immediate "I trust you," that's crucial. It highlights her initial buy-in, her belief in his commitment, despite this immediate, flashing red light from his past. You do wonder about the history there.
Exactly. So later we see a bit of Abby's playful side. She's teasing Travis about their bowling date, calling her superpower the fact that "I distract my opponent," whispering it while kissing his neck, shows she's got confidence. And Travis, he just pulls her back into bed, almost makes her late for another class. Classic Travis, maybe.
Seems like it, that intensity again.
Okay, but here's where the public stuff really starts to bite. Travis is clearly proud they're together. He kisses her in front of all the students in class. Later, walking to the cafeteria, he's holding her hand, "Proud to hold me like that and announce to the whole world that we were finally together." What does that tell us? Is it just pride or something else?
Well, it's to be broadcasting ownership, right? Pride, yes. It's very public. And that public display, while maybe joyful for him, immediately attracts attention. The text mentions whispers and multiple glances. Abby herself points out that Eastern University, even though it seems quiet, is a total gossip machine.
And that gossip machine kicks into high gear in the cafeteria. Abby accidentally calls Travis Cherie darling, and their friend, America, jumps right on it. "You two are already at the darling sweetheart stage. It's almost annoying." Abby blushes, obviously realizing this little slip-up has, huge social implications there.
Yeah, that small moment, the Cherie, it's not just a pet name. It amplifies the scrutiny, and you get the stark contrast. Travis is described as never having looked so happy, completely blissful inside, but outside, intense pressure. It's that conflict between the private bubble of a new relationship and the public gaze judging it. A tough spot for any couple, really.
It really is. And the pressure cooker just explodes. Another student, this guy Chris, starts making snide comments about Travis being hooked. Travis tries to ignore it at first, which is maybe progress. But then Chris whispers something to another guy, Brazil, and Travis just loses it.
Completely snaps,
Yeah.
throws a tray at Chris, knocks him clean off his chair. And then it gets physical, really physical. Multiple punches, breaks the guy's nose, apparently, delivers a final kick while screaming, "If you ever look at her again, you bastard, I'll break your jaw." It's way over the top.
Wow, okay, that's extreme. It's not just defending her, is it? What's the real root of that violence, do you think?
Well, this is where it gets really interesting psychologically. It's not just simple anger. Finch, their friend, explains the underlying reason to America. He says, all the guys on campus want to get with her because she's the only one who got Travis Maddox hooked. That's what they say anyway.
Ah, so it's about reputation. His reputation and hers.
Exactly. It reveals Travis's deep insecurity and, frankly, his possessiveness. His rage isn't just about Chris's comment. It's about this widespread campus view of Abby as some kind of prize, a challenge he won. When he says, "I can't let them talk about you like that," it sounds protective, but it's also deeply tied to his own ego and controlling how she's perceived. His self-worth seems dangerously linked to having her.
That makes sense. It's a huge red flag, like you said. Even his cousin, Shepley, tries to tell him, you can't fight with everyone, but it seems like he wants to.
He does, and the fallout continues right outside the cafeteria. Parker shows up.
Right, Barker.
Yeah.
And he basically voices everything everyone else is whispering, but directly to Abby.
Yeah, he doesn't hold back. Calls Travis a thug, says, everyone knows it. No one says you've managed to change him, and that's great. No, people are waiting for him to do what he does best. Basically, waiting for him to implode and hurt her.
Ouch. And he doubles down, right? Says he's personally escorted I don't know how many humiliated girls away after Travis was done with them. Predicts he will eventually hurt you. Suggests Abby was just a long-term challenge for Travis to conquer, sleep with. Says he'll get bored. Compares his attention span to a 3-year-old. Brutal.
It is brutal. And this confrontation, it just brings all of Abby's own potential fears right to the surface, things she maybe hasn't even let herself think yet. And Travis's reaction, predictable, sadly. He immediately threatens Parker physically, rage flashing, tells Parker not even to look at Abby.
And Abby admits it, doesn't she? I also know that's what everyone thinks. She knows this is the narrative surrounding him, surrounding them.
She does. And Travis, caught in this bind, feeling attacked, he makes another promise. I'll prove them wrong. Which, sets the stage for the next big test.
The Halloween party. He actually tries, right? He's ignoring other girls, being kind of abrupt with them, trying to show Abby he's serious.
He does make an effort initially, yeah. Trying to demonstrate he's changed, that he's only got eyes for her. But then the bar incident happens. His possessiveness just flares right back up. Yeah. These two guys, Mike and Logan, offer to buy Abby and America drinks. America says no, but the guys pay anyway.
And Travis sees this. He comes over, visibly angry, grabs Abby's beer, throws it in the trash, and then explodes with, I told you 100 times you shouldn't accept a drink from a stranger. What if he put something in it?
Yeah, and this is such a key moment. He frames it as concern, right? What if he put something in it? Safety. But the way he does it, the anger, throwing her drink away, it screams jealousy and lack of trust. It's not really about her safety. It's about another guy paying attention to her. He's not trusting her judgment or her loyalty. It's that control thing again, masked as care.
And Abby calls him on it, right? Asks if he'd mind if she went to the bar with another guy. Points out the double standard.
She does push back, but then it just completely unravels.
The pirate guy, some guy in a pirate costume, accidentally bumps into Abby, maybe pulls her back a little. Totally accidental.
But Travis is already primed. He's furious, on edge. He sees this interaction, however innocent, and just reacts. He punches the pirate square in the face. Hits him so hard that Abby actually gets blood on her hand from the impact or splatter.
Oh my God, that's wow.
Yeah, it's the culmination of all that simmering jealousy and his total inability to manage his temper when he feels she's threatened, or rather, when he feels his claim on her is threatened.
And Abby is furious, understandably, calls him completely crazy, tells him to grow up. She shoves her blood-stained hand in his face, like, look what you did, tells him to call her when you've grown up. Then she just leaves with America, won't even look back at him, setting a boundary.
A necessary boundary, yeah. She's finally had enough of the violence, the possessiveness.
So she spends the night miserable, wondering if she should call him, but Travis beats her to it, shows up at her dorm at 8 a.m., looks like hell apparently, drops to his knees, begs for forgiveness, buries his head in her lap. It's a big, dramatic apology.
Very dramatic. And vulnerable, which is significant. He actually admits, I know I get a little crazy when it comes to you. I always feel like you're going to realize I'm a jerk and leave me. He blames seeing other guys looking at her, and he uses the new relationship excuse. What I feel for you is very new. I'm not used to it. I don't know how to react. He asks for patience, promises to change, It's the first time he really verbalizes his own insecurity like that.
But Abby, thankfully, she doesn't just melt. She holds her ground, at least initially. She tells him, "You're not a jerk, you're a great guy," but then lays it out. "No matter who buys me a drink or asks me to dance, it's with you that I go home. You ask me to trust you, and I don't feel like it's reciprocated." Boom! She nails the core issue.
She absolutely does. That's the crucial insight, isn't it? It's not about her behavior. It's about his lack of trust in her. And it stems from his own self-worth issues, that fear. "I'm not good enough for you," as she points out. "You let the slightest little incident come and question everything." And she demands practicality. "You're going to have to choose your fights. You can't punch everyone who looks at me." She's asking for emotional regulation, maturity.
And Travis, desperate, says he'll do whatever you want. He needs to hear her say, "I love you." She does say it, but also tells him again to stop acting like a kid. And then they reconcile, laughing, kissing. It feels like a resolution, maybe.
Feels like one in that moment, yeah. But the chapter cleverly throws in a dose of cold water right after. Abby's roommate, Kara. Kara comes in with a very cynical, but maybe insightful take. She bluntly asks Abby if she's ever heard of codependency, calling Travis the perfect example.
Ooh, codependency. That's a heavy term. What does Kara mean by that in this context?
Well, Kara points out the massive swing in Travis's behavior. From, as she puts it, a total lack of respect for women, his past reputation, to the conviction that he needs you to breathe. It's that extreme dependency. She questions why Abby is suddenly the exception, suggests Abby might be falling into a savior role, trying to fix him, and she warns pretty bluntly that they're heading for disaster. Is it too harsh? Maybe, but it definitely raises valid questions about how healthy this intense need is.
Yeah, that contrast is jarring. The needs you to breathe part is a lot. Is it love or is it something else, something less healthy? Kara's definitely planting a seed of doubt.
Exactly. And Abby doesn't really argue with Kara, does she? She doesn't dismiss it entirely. She just says, when it's good, it's wonderful, which acknowledges the highs, but maybe implicitly acknowledges the potential lows Kara sees too. Leaves that question hanging.
And the chapter ends with Travis pushing for more closeness, right? Wants her to stay at his place every night, basically wants her to move in. Abby pushes back a little, "I live here." And then Travis gets this thoughtful look and muses about another bit. Just leaves you hanging. What's that about?
We don't know. It's another layer of complexity.
Yeah.
But yeah, this chapter leaves us with so much to chew on. The nature of intense love, trust, how hard it is to break old patterns. Travis is clearly on some kind of journey, trying to manage these extreme emotions, his possessiveness, his insecurity, and Abby's grappling with the public perception, his behavior, and trying to carve out space for her own boundaries in this whirlwind.
It really does. You see his protectiveness, which is maybe genuine at some level, but it just constantly tips over into violence and control. It makes you wonder, where is that line? Is it really about protecting her, or is it about owning her? What really stands out to you about where he draws that line, or fails to?
That's the core question, isn't it? And building on that, think about this for a moment. When a relationship starts with such an overwhelming, almost desperate declaration of need, "I need you to breathe," how do you, as the person on the receiving end, tell the difference? How do you distinguish genuine love and connection from something potentially damaging, like codependency or obsession, especially when the person's past hangs so heavily over everything? Where does trust fit in when one partner's history keeps undermining it?
Absolutely. So much to think about there. Okay, that's all the time we have for this deep dive. We hope you gained some useful insights, maybe a new angle on these characters and this incredibly turbulent relationship.